Detox Trip 10 of 14. When we all get on the bus and sit down, Matthew tells us how to say good morning in Turkish. Günaydın. Every time people get on the bus, Asotria greets them repeatedly like a parrot. Her bright voice refreshed the beginning of the day. The bus begins to drive towards Pamukkale. There are olive fields on both sides. Olive trees don't bear fruit until 50 years later. It's called the tree of offspring. Turkey has 7 billion olive trees. There are 10 million people working in olive orchards. It is boring to plant a tree and wait 4 to 5 years until harvest, but 50 years? In fact, it seems that humans are ripe enough after 50 years. Now we're headed for Pamukkale. Pamukkale means the castle of cotton. Cleopatra also took a bath in Pamukkale. Denizli is not far away from Pamukkale. Denizli was a place where there were many earthquakes. Emperor Nero restored what was once completely destroyed, and then again 100 years later. Around 2,000 years ago, Asian people with deadly diseases came to the hot springs for therapeutic purposes and died there. People from various countries have different shapes of tombs depending on their origin. Look here, this is the epitaph that says, "He who plunders will be disastrous." In other words, they are all dead on the street. I thought it was the most miserable death on the street, but now that it's near, I think it's not such a bad thing. At the moment, as I think about death, really unrealistic scenery appears in front of me. I feel like I have come to the snow-covered South Pole. Everyone is speechless. As they get off the bus, I can't speak. Oh, I don't know what to say. Ransakadra says, it's like a bathtub for angels. Following what she said, Sordanadra shouted, it's like ice cream that's overflowing from the teacup has solidified. There is emerald border in the pools, like a white teacup. Tourists are taking pictures with their feet dipped in a huge teacup. For 14,000 years, calcium chloride-rich hot spring water flowed down, melting limestone and creating pools. The blue sky shines into the water of white pools that look like rice paddies. I imagine Cleopatra taking a bath here, and I'm walking into the history of that time. Everyone takes off their sneakers and rolls up their pants to their knees. The lukewarm water is dripping from my ankle. Sitting on a white limestone rock makes me feel like one with the landscape. I recall the poem by a poet, Kim. How many times in my life do I see a landscape like this? The old man stands with a cane and yells down, "What a wonderful place! Now I have nothing more to see before I die." His wife nods her head in agreement. Yeah, it's worth the hard trip to get here. A dog is wandering freely in the middle of the cliff below. I take off my shoulder bag and put it down on the rock.